offensively we're talking here. This is a complete reversal from a week ago. This is a team that was penalized 17 times last week.
Trevor open down the sideline, but covered up that time nicely by Seminole. But now with 4:13 left to go, third down, I mean, you're really looking for a draw or something.
Yeah.
Because the clock stopped, so you're looking at something to keep the clock running, but you don't know. I mean, heck, it could be a screen pass. Heck, they could try that play again. What I'm trying to say is I don't know.
Here comes the draw. I'm calling it.
Okay.
Third down and 20. Play action, gonna throw it. Forrester will run it. Quarterback draw. Yeah, right. Up to the 40-yard line. Got 7, so it'll be.
Now, they've got to win the game with with 2 possessions. So make them do that.
Yep. 4th down and 13. The Mustangs will look like they're going to go for it because Perkins is not in the huddle. .404 to go. Out of the timeout, Mustangs going for it. Garrett Forster in the pistol. 2 receivers to the right, and it will be a punt by Forster, and it's towards this near side, angled and goes out of bounds. And let's see where they're going to say this thing dies. Now the referee will walk up this sideline, and he will stop at the 25-yard line. So Shallowater snapped it to Forster, who quick kicked it. So they did punt, but it wasn't the most beautiful display of punting ever, but that's okay. It did the job.
It wasn't Ray Guy out there, or whatever. It's not,
That's all right, Garrett. I bet that might be his first career punt.
Probably so.
And so 1st down and 10 for Blake Flowers and company, who got to score quick. Flowers from the pocket. Throws the stop route through the hands of his wide open receiver, Cruz. And that's a couple of times balls have slipped through Cruz's mitts.
Yeah, a couple of times. And either you're hearing footsteps or you get caught trying to make the play before you make the catch. Whatever that is. So, as a Shallowater, on the Shallowater side, we'll take it. Whatever it is.
From the gun, receiver to his right, now walks over to the left side. Flowers with 2 receivers to either side. 2nd down and 10. Flowers, deep drop, stands in the middle of the pocket, looking, floats one up the right side and has the receiver making the catch at the 46-yard line. Had 2 guys in the area. 2 receivers were coming together. Garibay was the guy who was able to bring it down. 1st down and 10. Indians run up. Wide receiver screen up the right side, and the Mustangs will force him out of bounds right at midfield as Vilova makes the catch, picks up 5. Seminole on the move here.
They are. They're moving the football, and they're in a hurry, which they've been in a hurry all night, but they're in a big-time hurry running just a no huddle, keep going offense, get out of bounds if you can. So right now, if you're Shallowater, tackle them, try to get them in bounds. Keep them in bounds. Do anything you got to do to keep that clock rolling.
Flowers, deep ball down the right side, batted away by Copeland. And, man, that thing fell between 3 red shirts, but a nice play by Raston to get a hand on it.
Yeah.
3rd down coming up. But, Seminole really doesn't have to change the way they play in this situation. This is just regular offense for them.
Yeah, they don't have to change a thing. That's what's crazy. Yeah, this is running their regular offense.
2 receivers to either side. 3rd down. Flowers, shovel pass. Leyva made the catch, got it into Mustang territory to the 48-yard line. Was tackled short, so it'll be 4th down and 4. Clock continues to roll as we approach the 3-minute mark here in this football game. Seminole was still 1 timeout. They'll hold that in their hip pocket, and they'll go for it here on 4th down, and here's the football game for the Indians right now. Flowers from the pocket, pats it. Nobody open, still looking downfield, no flags. Scrambles out to his left. He'll let one go, and it's through the hands of the receiver, incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs as the Mustangs able to hold on the defensive side with 2:52 to go in the football game. Up 13. It'll be Shallowater football, and the Indians can only stop it once.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great job by the defense. Come up with a big stop there and a big time in this football game. And, wow. I mean, now I just took a breath. I finally feel confident in this game. But, look, the players knew it all along. But, yeah.
Yeah, we can put this one in the left side if we can just execute the quarterback center exchange. Just get the snap right a couple of times and take this one on to the house. Forster from the pistol. Here's the snap. Give to Cannon Reed. Reed's across the 50 into Seminole territory at the 48-yard line. Timeout, Coach Pointer. His final timeout. Picked up 4. So 2nd down and 6. And, well, Ty, this one went it was chalk. It was kind of ho-hum. Huh?
Yeah,
just
exactly
like we thought.
Yeah, it's exactly how we thought it was going to go tonight. But I'll tell you what, because we're going to talk a lot about Shallowater and how well they did play tonight, and they did. But I got to give a little credit to Coach Pointer and the Indians because, one, I mean, they overcame some obstacles too, and it was a weird first half for them. And then they just kept playing. They came right out of the half and went down the field, and and they kept coming at you. And I think this team's going to be pretty good. And it will be, like you mentioned earlier in this football game, they're going to be fun to watch down the road. I'll be watching their scoreboard down the road the rest of the season because it'll just be interesting to see. But man, what an improvement from week 1 to week 2.
Yep. Tale of 2 different football teams. How about Shallowater 578 in the Bennett and Trice in-game stats. Seminole 516 yards of total offense, so over 1,000 yards total offense here tonight. Seminole does it by way of the air, 426 yards. Shallowater has rushed for 331, so a little bit different approach in tactics. The Mustangs going to come out of here with the victory tonight. 2:46 to go. Here's the snap. Forrester gives to Reed. Reed holding on to that football, got a yard up to the 47 where he is gang tackled. And we got 3rd down and 6 coming up, and that clock continues to roll. And Shallowater can eat this one bleed this one all the way down to about that 2-minute mark.
Yeah, they can. And Donnie, I started off the broadcast, if you remember, in the pregame show. I quoted Ozzy Osbourne, "Mama, I'm coming home."
Yep.
Well, now I want to try to switch a little bit over to Guns N' Roses. Everybody's have a little patience, okay? Have a little patience is all we needed.
I didn't know you were such a rock fan.
Hey, man, I know a little about a lot.
A little bit about a lot, not a lot about anything.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Here's a procedure penalty on the Mustangs with 2:01 to go, and so a false start will back it up 5, so it'll be basically 3rd down and 10 as we'll back this thing all the way back up to the Mustang 48-yard line. And Shallowater has had a lot of guys play really well in this game, and if you'll stick around for the Paint Doctor post-game show, Ty and I will have the D&K Hunt Electric players of the game. Yeah. Quite a few candidates tonight for that distinguished honor.
Just put them in a hat. Just put a bunch of names in a hat.
Just draw them out.
Yeah.
I would probably have just as good a luck.
Yeah. I'm nervous about picking. I know.
Yeah, we don't want to leave anybody out.
Exactly.
Group effort, team effort. Nah.
We'll pick somebody.
Yeah.
You and I'll both pick somebody.
We won't take the easy way out. Here's the pitch on 3rd down and 10. Reed with a head of steam into Seminole territory. Got to the 45-yard line. He's short by 3, so 4th down and 3.5. Let's call it 4. And the Mustangs will probably go for this thing now with almost a minute to go in the football game. And if Shallowater can get these 4 yards, that'll be a wrap.
Yeah. And, I mean, I'm racking my brain now, like, who would I pick? I just – and every guy – I'm looking down at my sheet, and I'm looking at the defensive side of the ball. I'm like, yeah, he could do it. He could. Well, he played pretty good. So it's like, man – I don't know. And then I haven't even looked it over to the offensive sheet yet. So.
Yeah, and there's some staggering numbers over on that offensive side. Well, the good news is the Mustangs have ball carriers in spades, and they will take a delay of game penalty here on Shallowater, so it'll back it up to midfield. The Mustangs, lots of options in the back end. They've had some receivers make some plays here tonight. You had Grimes have another nice night. Brett Hall has had a good night as well. So the receivers starting to take shape. Forster threw the ball well, used the backs, got Josh Miller and Nino involved, and boy, they really started to make some plays. And so if this team can count on that pass game as well as be able to run it like they are, this is going to be a nightmare for defensive coordinators to try to figure out what the plan is to stop Shallowater. Let's see if Forrester punts this one a little better. He is under pressure. He's got to throw it, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and that will be the only blemish on Garrett Forrester's record is Creed Carlisle. The outside backer will make the interception with 40 seconds left. Shallowater was going to do that little short punt formation to Forster there, but there was too much immediate pressure.
That it was jailbreak, man. It was everybody. They sent 8, 9 guys just rushed the punter or quarterback, and Garrett, I thought he did a good job just getting rid of it, but got rid of it to the wrong team.
Yeah, 1st and 10, Flowers at his own 46, going to throw it. Has a receiver caught at the 45-yard line. 1st down up to the Mustang 42. Contreras again makes the catch. Move the chains. Flowers runs them up to the line of scrimmage. He'll throw it again on 1st and 10. Stands in the pocket. Flag flies, and that pass sails over the head of Bagwell on the right side. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10, but let's check the penalty.
Yeah, but in the direction of holding. Probably there'll be a chop block that's even better for Shallowater. I mean, I think isn't a chop block a 15-yarder now? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, don't get me trying saying things I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, it'll be pretty easy to figure out. We'll see if they go all the way back into Seminole territory and how many lines they cross. And that'll tell us.
Yeah.
We don't have to guess. That's a big baby, 15.
Yeah, so man, it's hard to get over. I'm trying to, in my mind right now as a broadcaster, I'm trying to replay this game and just think about the points of this game I want to emphasize, and there's too many.
Right.
I can't do it. My brain hurts.
Flowers from the pocket. He's going to throw. Flowers flushed out. Buy-in time. Clock is not his friend. Deep ball up the right side and incomplete. Mustangs had several guys back there in coverage. Hall, Grimes, and Copeland all around the football. 12 seconds left.
Yeah, I just thought about we've even seen a hitch pitch for the 2nd week in a row.
I know.
A safety. It's just there's so much going on tonight, so it's hard for me to even wrap my brain around it.
Cowboys used to run that little short punt from Danny White all the time. That's one I haven't seen in a long time, but seen it a couple of weeks in a row here with Forster and Jess Hull.
Yeah.
Pass incomplete, dropped by Contreras, and so 7 seconds left in this one. Mustangs gonna win it, but 3rd down and forever here. 3rd and 25 for Blake Flowers, who looks over to Coach Pointer for his final instructions. Probably going to be the last snap of the football game here. They'll just flip it out there to the right flat, caught by Vilova. Boyd will run up and make the tackle in the field of play, and that'll do it. Shallowater wins it tonight. In the home opener, Rodney Vincent's team gets the W. 36-23 Mustangs on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Todd Field. I'm Donnie Hart alongside Ty King. the Paint Doctor post-game show as Shallowater and Seminole tonight did battle, and I'll tell you, it was a crazy one. We'll take a look at how this thing unfolded. Shallowater wins it 36-23. Seminole and the Mustangs went back and forth early in this football game. It was tied at 7 after a quarter. Shallowater led 16-7 at the half. And then the second half was full of fireworks and explosive plays. Seminole took the ensuing kickoff in the third quarter down the field. A 20-yard field goal was the result, and they cut the lead to a one-score game at 16-10. Cannon Reed would put one in the end zone in that third quarter. His first career touchdown, a 2-yard touchdown run for Cannon, made the score 23-10 after Clayton Vincent added the PAT. 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Flowers and company answers. Blake runs one in from 44 yards out. The extra point was good, and it was a 23-7 lead, and had Ty and I all uncomfortable and worked up about a 6-point lead. Caleb Cox would find pay dirt a couple of minutes later from 1 yard out. Vincent added the extra point, 30-17 Mustangs at that point. Shallowater wasn't done in the fourth quarter, 7:33 to go in the football game. Garrett Forrester to Josh Miller. 12-yard touchdown pass from Forrester. The extra point from Clayton by Vincent was blocked, and Shallowater led it 36-17. Flowers would engineer the final drive of the night with 5:54 to go in the football game. He would find Trey Vilva for a 59-yard touchdown pass. Their point after was blocked as well, and that would be the end of the scoring. Shallowater wins it 36-23. The Bennett and Trice in-game stats: Shallowater 586 yards of total offense, Seminole 535. Shallowater runs it for 339 yards to just 90 for the Indians. Seminole with 445 yards passing. The Mustangs 247 yards. A much cleaner football game for Shallowater, just 5 penalties. Mustangs win the time of possession. 29.5 minutes to about 18.5 minutes, so Shallowater wins comfortably. And the Mustangs do an outstanding job. Garrett Forrester, 12 of 18, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did have the 1 interception there late in the football game on kind of a weird play.
Fluky play. Fluky play.
Great job by Garrett Forrester. Blake Flowers, the quarterback from Seminole, 34 of 55. He'll need an ice bath on that arm come tomorrow. 445 yards, 2 touchdowns for Flowers. Great effort by him, but not enough tonight. For the Mustangs on the ground, Cannon Reed leads the way, 16 carries, 107 yards, over 100 yards for the first time for the young sophomore, and he has a touchdown as well. Garrett Forrester, 8 carries, 94 yards on the ground. Keegan Campbell, 9 for 81. Caleb Cox, 12 carries, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Trevor Wynn had a carry, didn't quite get a yard on that reverse, but he found the stat column with the carry nonetheless. For Seminole, it was Flowers, 3 totes, 60 yards, and a TD to lead the way. Nate Leyva, 12 carries, 33 yards, and Knight Davis had 1 for -3. The receivers for the Mustangs, Josh Grimes leads the way for the second straight week. 4 catches, 79 yards. Josh Miller had 3 for 54 and a TD. Brett Hall, 1 for 43 and a touchdown. Nino caught 1 for 35. Blackburn, 2 for 34. And Campbell, 1 for 2. For Seminole, it was Trey Vilva with 6 catches, 128 yards and a touchdown tonight. And Nate Leyva, who had 5 catches for 70 yards and a TD to lead the way for the Indians. And on the defensive side, what a great effort by several of these Mustangs. Ty Ross Crabtree with 10 tackles, including 2 tackles for loss. Braxton Barrett had 9 stops, including a couple of tackles for loss. And Chase Blackburn with 6 tackles. Cooper Boyd also had a really nice night on the defensive side. So a lot of guys played really well. And, you know, one of the things you take away from all this, all that said, Shallowater wins the football game, wins it by 13. But the Mustangs, I don't know if they could have improved more after what we saw last week in Abernathy.
I know. My mind is. I'm still trying to process all of it while you're sitting there just reading all those numbers out. And we saw over 1,000 yards tonight. But yeah, the improvement from week 1 to week 2 is it was massive. But I think we could see it coming. And I mean, you know, Coach Vincent's a pro, and he's going to, you know, get those kids back right. And what they needed, that coaching staff, Coach Vincent and his staff, just a week with these guys after a game. And then you saw how coaching works. And so because you see the more disciplined play, you see the better execution, you saw the offense open up, you saw the defense play well at big points in this football game. And you see a 13-point win, and I think what was it? I think we had 3 turnovers. I thought we had 2 fumbles.
Yeah,
and an interception. So you lose the turnover battle by 3. I mean,
yeah, and
you win by 13. So what that says to me is there's still a lot left to learn. There's a lot left to be desired. But my goodness, what a performance tonight from the Mustangs.
Yeah, great job by Shallowater to get the victory, and we get a chance to look at the Applied Payroll Services scoreboard in week 2, and some really interesting outcomes going on. Shallowater wins it 36-23 here. Lamesa and Muleshoe, the Golden Tours, found a way to get back in front on that one, 24-20. Lamesa Kermit with a 32-3 victory against Anthony. You had Tulia 38-13 over Brownfield. Denver City and Littlefield 14-12. That last score was from the half there, so that one must have started late, or we're just not getting updates as quick as we need them. Snyder 45-7. They take it to the Lobos. That's who the Mustangs have next. And then you had Abernathy with a 46-8 victory over Slayton, or they lead late in the fourth quarter, 46-8. So the district race, as we mentioned, Ty, still wide open. Lamesa got their second win tonight, 2-0, but I think the Mustangs have probably played a little tougher schedule than the Golden Tours to this point. So Shallowater using these non-district games, sort of getting themselves to where they're the heavy favorites in the district.
I would think so, and especially after what we saw tonight. But, yeah, these other teams in the district are going to be tough. I mean, there's going to be some tough games down the stretch. And, you look at Lamesa, they've had a good start. But, 2 tough teams that Shallowater started off with out of district play. And then, but it'll just continue next week. But, man, boy, I'd be hard-pressed to put money on anybody else, other than the good guys over here in red and black.
Well, the time has come. The D&K Hunt Electric players of the game tonight for Shallowater. Ty, who you got?
I'm going to take the super sophomore, man. My man, Cannon. Little Cannon Reed had 16 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown, his first touchdown. And I'm talking the improvement from that one player from last week to this week. And he had 5 or 8 yards, what it was
98,
last week.
Yeah.
He didn't play bad last week. I'm not saying that, but the way he was running tonight with confidence and with, just decisiveness and making good cuts on the ball and getting in for his first touchdown, that's one he'll always remember. So, hey, might as well make him my player of the game.
Yeah, that's a great pick. I love it when Cannon Reed is doing work, but I'm going to go with a guy who really sort of turned the tide of the football game with a couple of plays back-to-back. Brett Hall, the senior free safety, came in, made a big play on defense, forced a safety, got 2 points for the Mustangs. Then after the safety kickoff, the Mustangs able to score. Garrett Forrester found Hall for his first career touchdown, a 43-yard touchdown grab for Brett Hall. So he had a really nice little momentum shifter there, changed the whole complexion of the games, and the Mustangs cruised from there, and Shallowater gets the victory tonight at home. And we take a look what's up next for the Mustangs. It'll be a Week 3 matchup in Levelland. We'll be there as the Mustangs and Lobos will do battle. Lyle Leong, the former Red Raider receiver, on the sidelines in his first year. So, again, it'll be a matchup of coaches with programs in their first year between Coach Vincent and Coach Leong. And the Mustangs will take that 1-1 record to Levelland, and the Lobos took one pretty hard on the chin tonight against Snyder, so they'll be chomping at the bits to get that bad taste.
It won't be. It's never easy when you go over to Levelland, as you and I know, and no matter what kind of sport you're playing. But it'll be another road test. It'll be a chance for Shallowater really to, after they had, what happened last week. But so this will be a test on the road, and it probably had a good time for them to do that. But hey, I will say that Levelland, beautiful new field. We'll be in some nice digs next week, I think. So, that's 2 or 3 years that field. So I need to say something positive.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard for me.
It's hard for us
it's
to
hard
be
yeah.
complimentary of the Lobos. But the one good thing is they'll host the Mustangs, and Ty and I will be there. The Andrus Brothers Roofing pregame show set for 6:30. So, hey, folks, want to give another shout-out to Jake Warren. Great job producing this thing. Jake does all the graphics, runs all the commercials, cuts to all the different camera angles. We've had a lot going on up here in the booth. It hasn't been an easy season to start with. We've had camera failure. Now all of a sudden we're at home and the internet's wanting to give us fits, and that was never a problem last year. So if